This comment was on a video we did reacting to a guy named Inyang. Oh, and I just lost the comment, but it'll be back here. I think this is really interesting. Can y'all do an episode on the dangers of self-improvement? I feel like there's so much solid advice on this channel. It feels like every day is a failure if you don't capitalize on all the awesome stuff you guys recommend. Any ideas on how to approach self-improvement with longevity?
Thank you so much for that comment, G Money.
G Money.
Appreciate it. And, you know, guys, keep the comments flowing. They can be really helpful. In this case, they can give us something to do for a show. I think when it comes to self-improvement, it does seem like there's so many different things that you can, so many different like rabbit holes you can go down, so many different things you can work on and work towards. It can feel really overwhelming at times.
Yeah. And I think another thing too is, I mean, definitely when you were a kid, but when I was younger, to improve, you just, you do whatever you do, but I wasn't constantly always seeing all the cool stuff that everybody else was doing, how far on they were in life versus myself, how much more progress they were making, how much more money they were making, the hot girlfriend or whatever. It's like all these things you're seeing on a daily basis, seeing every single day if you're on social media. So it sometimes can make you feel like you're not doing shit or you're not progressing fast enough.
How many times have you been in jiu-jitsu rolling with somebody and you're noticing different things that are going on social media?
Okay, good.
I think, I know it's like an old guy message, like put the phone down, type thing. But in order to get past this, in order to have an area of self-improvement, you have to be working on yourself.
Yes.
You got to spend a lot of time doing things where I would imagine that you don't necessarily have the phone with you, although you could be listening to podcasts and you could have forms of self-improvement through some of that. There's going to be times where you have to go and run, or times where you have to go and do jujitsu, or times where you have to lift. Again, you could be listening to outside influences during that time and learning and doubling down. These are all things that all of us have kind of done. But you're going to find the most success the more locked in you get into the thing it is that you're trying to actually do, or the thing that you're trying to actually become good at. And so I think one of the best ways to handle this, there's so much information coming at you for self-improvement. Start to pick and choose the things that you want to be proficient at, and have those be your North Star. Like, I want to get good at this. I want to get really good at skiing. And so that means, you know what? I'm overweight and like, I'm not really I need to train my legs more because I want to go on, these trails that are going to take more skill, and my knees are shitty and I got to do the knees over toes stuff, and I have to take care of my body better. I think if you can give yourself like an overarching theme of what it is you'd like to do, then you can start to fill in the X, Y, and Z on how much self-improvement stuff you do, and what are those things that you're going to pick for self-improvement.
How do you keep that in check, though?
Power Project family, if you're trying to increase your muscle mass, if you're trying to lose body fat, if you're trying to stick to your nutrition plan, if you're trying to get fit, pretty much if there's anything you're trying to do for your health, we know that sleep is the biggest determining factor to help you get from point A to point B. That's why we've been sleeping on 8 Sleep mattresses for probably more than 2 years now. And the main reason is the technology behind the Pod Pro. Now, the Pod Pro is like the Tesla of beds. It will change its temperature based off of how you're sleeping during the night. And if you have a partner that's sleeping on the other side, they can have their own temperature settings. We all sleep hot here, and I used to wake up in a puddle of my own sweat.
Gross.
That doesn't happen anymore because of the 8 Sleep mattress, and I've been getting the best sleep of my life. Now, if you don't want to replace your mattress, you can just get the Pod Pro cover, and you can put that over your current mattress to get all the benefits of 8 Sleep. But if you also need to replace your old nasty mattress, you can get the Pod Pro cover and the 8 Sleep mattress. Andrew, how can they get it?
Yes, you guys got to head over to 8sleep.com/powerproject, and you guys will automatically receive $150 off of your order. Again, 8sleep.com/powerproject. Links to them down in the description, as well as the podcast show notes. First thing that comes to mind is like, I'm skinny. I want to develop muscle. I'm going to start hitting the gym. And then the second that you miss a day in the gym, you want to shoot yourself because, just kind of like, I think what the comment was getting at is you start feeling guilty. Like, I'm not going towards my goal anymore. I'm such a bitch. Like, everyone else is getting stronger and bigger without me.
Yeah, it takes time, and the workouts are only as good as the recovery. So a missed workout might be a productive thing here and there. So you can kind of change your have a reinterpretation. I think one of the things that's been transformative for me is to change my expectations. I don't want to necessarily say that I don't have any expectations, because I certainly have expectations for certain things. However, I have found that 100% of the time when my expectations are not met, it's what oftentimes causes me to be thrown off of my mood. It's oftentimes something that will make me angry. You know, you expect your stove to work when you flip the thing on. You have an expectation of how this thing's going to work, how your food's going to heat up, and you go to tick the thing and like your gas is out or something. Like I've had shit like this happen before. And then now you're frustrated because you had an expectation of that thing. But in your own self-improvement and where you're trying to end up and where you're trying to land in your life, I think you have to be really careful of the expectations that you have of yourself. And you do want a standard. Like it'd be nice to have some good standards. So I'm going to go to jujitsu. I'm going to get my ass kicked. I'm going to get beat up a lot. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do my best to always be friendly. I'm going to do my best to be in the best mood that I can be in. I'm going to do the best I can do, best I can handle to be sportsmanlike and not be pissed at the other guy and not get mad and like throw something at the guy or whatever. Like there's other things that could be in your control that you have standards for, but your expectations should be, I've never done jiu-jitsu before. I'm probably going to get my ass kicked.
Power Project family, we appreciate you checking out this clip. Check out another one. Just go check out another one. Or comment down below and let us know what you liked about this one. But we love you guys, and we're going to keep bringing you the heat. So comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff, okay? Peace.